Hey everyone, welcome to School Dropout's advice. For all my viewers who need subtitles, I have uploaded them and you can find them under the CC or the subtitle button right here. Sometimes it takes like 1 to 2 hours until the subtitle buttons appears. Another EHang update today. There is a lot of great news and today's date was quite red for EHang. A 6.77% drop in price pushed the EHang price below $40 per stock. Most of my viewers and subscribers are long-term bullish. The whole market was quite red today, so let us talk about this first. Some are the opinion that Jerome Powell's interview today were the catalyst for the stock market to drop. He said, inflation will be neither particularly large nor persistent. I think many people got worried by this comment. I think there shouldn't be any worries. Let me show you and explain to you the two scenarios about inflation. The government is giving stimulus money to the people. The cash of people will increase. If the people are buying now and consuming and bringing the money into circulation, we will see inflation. Jerome Powell is expecting a not inflating or big inflating scenario. Let me explain you guys this part. So if the government is giving stimulus money and people decide to save up instead of bringing the money into circulation, there won't be any inflation. Only if the money is in the market, there will be inflation. Then we will have people paying the bills, which will not result in inflation scenario as well. You have to think of it in this way. If a big part of the economy stops working, the bills are piling up. So we generate a deficit here. If the government is printing money for you to cover the deficit, then there's no inflation because it's a plus minus zero game. Then we have a small part of our population who can afford to use that stimulus from the government to buy investments like stocks, real estate and other asset classes. You might be aware that real estate prices have skyrocketed in many parts of the United States. There is a significant migration happening within the US. Other asset classes like luxury watches, wine and arts are also increasing in price. People are using those to hedge against inflation. If only a tiny amount of people are bringing the money into circulation, the inflation will be low, as Jerome Powell predicts. So why is low inflation causing the stocks to drop today? I think maybe the short-term traders are relieved that they don't need to use their investment as a hedge against inflation and take out their profits. We have to understand that the stock market in 2021 is very different than in 2019. We have many retail investors and traders in the market with cash they receive from the stimulus. Many weak hands are new to the market and quickly jump from one stock to the next and sell them when they see red numbers. So the market will become more volatile until the new investors and traders are becoming more stable. We also had an insane bull run and it needs some correction, which is healthy for the market. We all can agree. We don't know how it will look like in 6 months, but we can agree that in 5 years, our stocks from today will look awesome. So be patient. The yield actually also dropped a bit today, so people shouldn't react as they did today. Maybe they did because Europe's third wave is coming and they are starting to lock down again. But again, we all know one day this all will end and the stocks will be up. Don't worry about the market is dropping. Use it as a buying opportunity to buy cheap. At this point, I have to say, for legal reasons, that I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a guy on YouTube. Do your own due diligence and remember, Your money is your responsibility. And please subscribe to my video if you enjoy watching it. Now we know what is going on with the market. Let us start with the juicy EHang news update. We have the shiny source here, but we are also lucky to get an English source up here. The Hezhou municipal government of Guangxi plans to invest 2 billion yuan in EHang. This is 306 million. We also saw something similar a couple of days ago when the local government invested 76 million in NIO. It's great to see that those companies also get support from the local government and not just from the federal. Let's continue with another good news. EHang expects that the first batch of projects will be completed and put into operation by the end of 2021. This is a very fast moving. Most of us never saw a passenger drone live and in action, so all this seems very quick for us, but we need to admit that EHang is just ahead of many other competitors. EHang expects to have an annual output of 30,000 small UAVs in 2021. This really blows my mind. We need to remember that EHang passenger drones have a 60% gross margin and each unit is costing around 200,000. That's a lot of profit. In comparison, NIO delivered 25,000 cars in 2020. And you know that those cars are not sold close to 200,000 and don't have this high percentage of profitability. Of course, it will take EHang a while until they fully exhaust this capacity. But it's good for us to know that they have this infrastructure prepared. All the other projects are also running well, like the logistic, aircraft and construction field. You might also want to watch my other video on how you can turn $1,000 invested in EHang to $140,000 per year. I link it up here and in the description below. If you are bullish on EHang, you should subscribe to my channel to not miss any other news. We got an awesome community here. One thing we need to really pay respect to is that the investment of over 300 million is without getting an equity investment in EHang. The Hezhou government wants to become the first smart aerial support city in the world and decided to use this investment to push the development of EHang's ambition. Major Lin Guan also confirmed that in 2 occasions that EHang and the city will work together in urban air transportation, urban air traffic, urban fire protection, logistic, transport, tourism, emergency rescue and other fields. So the city is working with EHang in all fields they provide. The city already gives permission for EHang for temporary airspace of 250 kilometers with 30 test routes. I think we all can agree that this is fantastic news. $300 million invested without taking equity in the company to help it build its infrastructure faster, receiving the trust of the city, the partnership and the approval for testing in the 250 square kilometers are worth more than the evaluation of currently 2.2 billion. At this part, let's say thank you to one of my loyal viewers, Kale Kala, who mentioned this news on my channel. I have to say, I might have a small channel, but I have the best viewers and subscribers on YouTube who always update me and make my job easier. So big thanks to all of you. Let me show you the news. South Korea is ordering 50 EH216 from EHang, which would value around 10 million. But I'm sure they get a discount here. South Korea wants to be the first country in Asia to build a complete air taxi commercial operations. So we can expect, if this trial of 50 units is successful, then this is one of many orders. So we hope that the drones are matching the requirements of South Korea. I know that I got many Korean and Korean speaking watchers watching my channel. If you know more about this purchase, please let us know that we can confirm this with a Korean source as well. At this stage of this video, let me tell you that all the news was excellent. This is like the early days of NIO and Tesla. The market cap of EHang is very small. We remember the days of NIO in 2019 when I bought the shares for around $2 to $3. The cars were already there and NIO already deliveries of their vehicles. The same is with EHang. They have a finished product that is already in use, but they lack the media attention and the awareness of the investors. We need more like this. A Spanish journalist team visiting EHang and having an EHang flight. These are great media attentions. At the moment, EHang is still a 2.2 billion company, which is far too small. Once we get to 5 billion, we will get more attention again, which hopefully can replace all this news about law firms wanting to take action against EHang. It's ridiculous how many law firms are trying to make money with a lawsuit. When NIO gets over 10 billion market cap, the money will flow in this company from every corner. The same happened to NIO when even retirement pensions are investing in NIO. At this point, let me say it again for legal reasons that I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a guy on YouTube. Do your own due diligence and remember, your money is your responsibility. And please subscribe to my video if you enjoyed watching it. Please also share it with your loved ones and check out my other videos on my channel. Many thanks and see you hopefully in the next video. Thank you, bye!